Hi there, and welcome to our podcast, Does This Meeting Have an Agenda? We're excited to come at you with a second season, and we're hoping to give you all agendites a better listening experience. And so, one change that we'll be making is that I, producer John, will give a little intro to each meeting and the topics that will be covered. We thought we'd start off the second season with some sort of roundtable and give you all some updates of what we've been up to during the couple months that we've been off. For me, I had some nose surgery to straighten out my deviated septum, and now I'm discovering what it's like to breathe like a normal person. Recovery was a little rough, but producer Rachel dropped off some pudding and soup, which sustained me while I was resting and healing. Now, I'll hand it over to Lawrence and Josh and their guests, Danelle and Brindley, to chat about what they've been up to and their hopes for future guests and sponsors for the podcast.
Josh.
Is now joining.
Lawrence.
Is now joining.
Does this meeting have an agenda?
Hey, do you want to hear a funny story?
I do. Oh, are we starting? Did we start?
Okay.
Okay.
Don't forget to introduce us, by the way.
Whoa. Hold on. I have to tell my funny story.
Yes.
So this person came over to our house a couple days ago, and Brilliant was saying how she was in Africa once, and he's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. And he looked around her house, and he looked at that picture, and he was like, oh, is that when you were in Africa?
No way. Your guys' picture right there.
A couple of me. Yeah, it's just me and Brinley.
And then you said, no, that's me.
And I said, no, that's not enough. That's me.
Yes.
Oh, he was talking to you.
I am
Yeah.
African.
And he thought that was not you.
No, I thought that was
A little African kid.
That's so crazy.
But that's Lawrence.
Lawrence, man. That's me. I'm sitting right beside you.
Anyway.
Lawrence,
so
you're not
funny.
even African.
I'm not. That's right. Hey, do you think we should call the meeting to order now?
Yeah, I think so.
All
now that we
right.
got our wiggles out.
Yeah, look at the wiggles out. That'd be sweet. So today on the show, we got my co-host Josh.
Hello.
Josh, say hi.
You really are talking into the mic that way, huh?
This is how I did the mic check, and this is how I'm going to do the whole show. I can't deviate now.
No, it's true. You're locked in, buddy.
Yeah, locked in. Wish I picked a different position. We got Danelle with us,
Yay.
Hello.
Yay.
and we got Brindley with us.
Hi.
Sweet.
Oh, it's so fun to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
For the second time.
Yeah, it's great.
What do you mean?
What? The second time. You know?
Second
Because
time
the
they're
first
out.
time
That's right.
we recorded in the first season.
That's right.
That's
Oh.
right.
We
That's what
get
I'm
mentioned, but we don't get to talk very much.
Kicking it off.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to kick off season 2, we'll do a quick recap of what we've been up to for that period.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So,
So,
Josh and Danelle, anything new on your guys' end?
yeah.
Well, when was the last episode? Was in December.
Yes.
So it's been like
Yeah.
3-4 months.
It's been
3
a
months?
while.
It's been at least a month. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What have we been up to?
Is it
Josh?
April?
Yeah.
Oh, it is
April.
April. Crazy.
I know.
Well, Danelle
Yeah.
is no longer my girlfriend. She's my fiance.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
Please tell me we get to hear this story.
Yeah. Danelle,
Sweet.
why don't you kick us off here?
Okay. Wait,
oh, they are colluding.
I'm also wondering how many times
Maybe.
you've told this story.
I know it's actually been a while since we've told this story.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm trying to recall the details.
Huh.
Just been
Yeah.
living
Like
in the moment.
to like I remember them obviously, but to kind of say it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as like
Sweet.
a tidbit. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was in February, so 2 months ago now. And
Josh is like, wait, what?
it
was in
2 months
February?
ago.
Was it what was the date again?
February 2nd.
That's
Groundhog Day, man.
wild.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Already 2 months in, he forgot the
Do
anniversary.
you remember our anniversary when we started dating?
Yeah, it was in December 14th.
That's right. 14th.
Just in case. 14.
14th.
Nice.
Anyway, yes, February 2nd. I remember I was getting sick that whole week. I was getting a cold. And so it was on a Friday morning that Josh proposed. And so on Thursday, I was coming home from youth, and I called him. I was like, hey, man, I'm sick. I'm getting sick. And we had plans the next day. It was like, that was like the...
We're supposed to hang out with or
our
have lunch
friends. With our friends.
with our friends.
John and Joe. And so I was like, I don't know if I could do lunch with them anymore because I'm feeling sick, you know?
Yep.
And so he was like, oh, it's okay. Actually, no, he was like, can you just like push through and like take an
Power
Advil?
through,
And,
please.
and then I got mad at him. Anyway,
I was like, you
Great
won't.
start.
I was like, you won't
Warming her up
regret
real
it.
yeah. And then so anyway, that
Yep.
night I went to bed and I was not feeling great and I slept in. And then on the Friday morning, I was in bed. It was like 10 o'clock, and my friend Natalie calls me, and she's like, "Hey,
Real random, but
real random, but like, this is your address, right?" I was like, "Yeah."
But she's never been to your place before. Or
Um,
she doesn't really know where you live.
no, she actually hasn't. I don't think she had.
So it was like pretty random. Like, hey,
yeah, really random.
It was.
randomly, you live here, right?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And so, and then it was on FaceTime. So she, FaceTime, iPhone users would
thank
know
you.
what FaceTime is.
For us non
Thanks for clarifying.
Anyway, but yes, so she like flipped the camera and it was my front door. So then I was like, and then so I come up to the front door, I open the door, and it's her and my friend Joanna, and they have Starbucks and a bouquet of flowers.
Aw.
And Natalie says, "It's time." So she gives me the flowers.
Nothing
and
else,
she
just
says,
it's time.
Yep, it's time.
Yeah.
Wow.
She gives me
So good.
the bouquet, and she said, "Here are a bouquet of 11. Here is a bouquet of 11 flowers, and there's someone out there with the 12th flower. Oh, it's roses. 12th rose, waiting for you. So we need to get you ready, and go find him."
So
and so yeah,
at what point did you know, okay, wait, it's happening?
when I
it-
opened the door.
As soon as she sent the flowers?
Because as you guys know, I had been waiting for like, I think like 2 months, a couple months for him to.
That's an eternity, sounds like.
Did the camera catch that?
Josh is making cute faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting a while. So it was not necessarily a surprise. It was a surprise that he would ask that day because, as you guys also know, I moved the next day.
Wow.
So it was a very busy
You moved,
week.
you moved out
I
of
moved
your
out.
mom's place
Yes.
into your own place.
Yes. And
Wow.
so it was very busy. I was getting sick, so I was so stressed. And so it was the last weekend I would have thought
Crazy.
he would have proposed. I was like, maybe like
Perfect.
Valentine's Day weekend or something. But yeah. So
The timing was actually really crazy for me too, because I saw Josh in the office like earlier that week, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
was like,
that's right.
I got the ring. I was like, what you did? I want to see.
Yeah.
And I was like, so when are you gonna ask? And I think you said like toward Valentine's Day or something like that.
Something like that.
You didn't
yeah.
give me like a specific date.
No, because I was waiting for my friend who takes pictures, Preston.
Ah,
Like he was gonna help me. He was gonna help me with the proposal.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, let's go like location scouting soon." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, let's do it." Does this date work for you? He's like, "Nah, I'm actually going to be on a mission trip this whole week." I'm like,
dang.
"Oh, Preston, I'm so sorry. This cannot wait. I must do this like right away."
otherwise I'm gonna blow it.
Exactly.
so then
That's why
he was like, Natalie, help.
I'm like, Natalie, please, you know Danelle
So she
so
so
good.
well. Help me out.
yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, they get me ready,
Nice.
paint my nails, get my
Ooh.
hair straightened, get me changed and stuff. And then they get me into the car. Halfway through the drive, they're like, "Close your eyes." Um, and they drive me out to Belcara Park.
Did you figure that
in
out?
Well, we were on
Or
our way
until
to
you-
the beach already.
Okay.
You know
Ah.
the road where like
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you know. So I was like, we're obviously going to the beach. Where else is it gonna go?
Yeah.
Otherwise, just the middle of nowhere.
Like
So
once you go past the community center on
Yes.
Ayoko, you're like,
and that's where
Alright.
that's where they told me to close my eyes, and I was like,
Ah.
okay.
I
Anyway,
feel like they've never been there. You know?
no,
Like,
they never have.
They're like,
They're from like South Surrey, so yeah.
they're like, I bet she. Oh, nah, this will be fine.
this is
Yeah.
fine.
close it
Well,
down.
I was like,
close
oh,
your
what
eyes.
beach are we going to? And they're like, oh my gosh, close your eyes.
White pine.
So anyway, yeah, I was like, I named them. I was like, it's either Belcara or White Pine or
Yeah.
Bunsen or whatever. Anyway,
That's cute.
and so it was Belcara, and they have my eyes closed, and so they walk me over towards like the shore, and there was a staircase that leads down to the shore. So she kind of stops me at the top of the steps, gets me to open my eyes, and she runs away. And then
runs away.
yeah, she
It was
So,
so
okay, go.
funny from my
so
perspective.
because I couldn't see, so all I could hear was her say, "Okay, open." And as she was saying, "Open your eyes," her voice like disappeared.
Okay, open.
yeah, exactly, like literally.
I'm a ghost.
Exactly. So then, yeah, I opened my eyes, and Josh was at the bottom of the steps with the rose, and then we started crying.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know why.
What?
I mean, because it was so touching,
Hmm.
So sweet.
and yeah, it was really I don't know. And then you came down the steps, and then I had written something out to say,
Yes.
but then I forgot it in the car,
Yes.
so I had to just like remix it a little bit,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Off the top,
then I
off the dome.
counted myself down. I was like, okay, Josh, you can do it. You just need to ask her this one question now, but you have to get on one knee. I was like, okay, 3, 2, 1. Then I dropped.
Yeah.
Then I asked her to marry me, and then she said yes.
Yep.
Were you surprised she said yes?
That's so crazy.
No, I
Can
don't
you
think.
imagine?
No, I don't think so. I don't know why
You
I
were
was
really
so
thinking
nervous.
about your
I
answer
really
just now.
was. Yeah.
Wait, did you think I'd say no?
No.
Oh.
No. I don't know. I was thinking about why I was so worried.
Oh.
Yeah.
And why it needed to be so perfect. You know what I mean? The
Mm.
moment needed to be so perfect.
Right.
But it was like super, like, not that it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't like there was not a whole lot of planning that went
It
into
wasn't
it.
elaborate, which I liked.
But it was still like meaningful. We had
Yeah.
like our I had Pravi, my brother, there, and then you had some of your like closest like gal pals
Mm-hmm.
there with you too. And
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we so when we were done our moment there, we went back up the steps, and yeah, our friends and we're all there
Aw.
celebrating, and they had brought Martinelli's.
yeah, like the sparkling
Nice.
like apple juice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I had asked my another friend of mine, so Joanna's husband, not Joe, John. He was like, bro, like, I'm so happy for y'all. Like, whatever you need me to do, like, wherever you need me to go, I'm there. I was like, all right, John, taking off the dome here. Gonna call an audible. Would you be able to, like, grab 2, like, buckets of chicken from Jollibee and bring them up, and we could just, like, eat, like, I don't know, like, eat them there?
You
So,
are
like,
a true Filipino.
Is there like
Yeah.
significance to that, or is it just like Is
I
it
don't
good?
know. Maybe there was like maybe it's just like I think that this would be totally like on like par for the course for us both because
Yes.
it's like kind of like a weird thing to do at a proposal, but I think it's like super like I don't know, like not because the moment was like very like authentic and it wasn't like there wasn't like a whole it wasn't elaborate.
It wasn't like this is the biggest moment of my life, and all I want is a bucket of fried chicken right now.
Yeah.
Ah. it
But yeah, and
Yeah.
it kind of was.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was just I felt like it was like a little personal touch. to
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
anymore.
I think I loved it because it was like the whole day because it was like the way you planned it was it wasn't different from who we are. Like it was very us. And so it was great.
Well done,
And-
Josh. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how we're wanting to plan our wedding too.
Oh, you guys, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Make it like
Yeah.
different from us. like who
Shout
we are,
shout
so-
out to Corey.
Yes, shout out to Corey. She shot the pictures
Sweet.
and they were you guys have seen them. I'm
Fantastic.
sure
You want to
those-
give her Instagram business?
absolutely.
They're also on
Oh.
your
Wanted
socials,
to.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Here,
they
I'll
were
pull it up.
so good.
I
The
don't wanna mess it up,
colors
so I'm
and
looking at-
everything, like,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, was so good.
so good.
Captured the vibe
Yeah, right.
super well.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's on Instagram. It's at Corey Stevenson Photography.
That's
Corey with a
Corey
K.
Hit her
Kory.
up.
Stevenson
to
Photography.
That's cool.
Stevenson.
And also to Nat and
Yes.
to Joe for helping us out with that too.
Yep, yep.
Aw,
Sweet.
Natalie's one of my bridesmaids,
amazing.
so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. And also shout out to Pravi too.
And shout out to
for,
Pravi.
for just being there for me.
Mhm.
He helped me figure it out too. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna probably do it like in the grass somewhere. He's like, no,
In the middle of the
you
field
can't do
with
it
the geese.
there, you imbecile.
Just
And
like
he's like, do it there. I'm like, okay.
Okay, bye.
Thank
Great
you.
wingman.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, honestly
Yeah.
though.
He's like,
So,
well,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks.
we're pretty
Exciting.
pumped.
Let's go.
Thanks
Yeah.
for being a part of the journey also.
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
real.
Oh yeah.
It's been fun.
Nice.
We're
Yeah.
part of the journey. You hear
Let's
that?
go.
High five.
High five. We made
That was
it.
such a quiet high five.
It was such a quiet high five. I was like,
You guys hesitated so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
there
like
we
the
go.
most awkward moment I've ever seen between you two.
Really? Wow, you don't hang around this enough.
No, we're not. We're not awkward.
Really?
Nah. Maybe a little bit.
I feel like we're like the same kind of awkward though, so
feel
it's
like-
not really awkward for both of
I
us.
feel like you're awkward, but I'm not.
That's funny because I think the exact same thing. This is my point.
Ah.
We're both so awkward we don't even realize it. So it's okay.
Good, good, good. Whoa. Speaking of awkward, Josh, you're like a couple tones darker. What's up with that?
So good.
That was like the best segue I've ever heard.
I think that was great. That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thanks, man.
You're like the only one too that can actually say that.
Yep.
That's really funny. Yeah, Josh, tell
Yeah.
us.
How'd you get so shades darker?
Shades darker. Yeah. 50 Shades
No,
of
49
brown.
shades.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I went to the Philippines like for 2 weeks on spring break.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went with my family this time, not on the mission trip. The mission trip actually got canceled because there was just it was crazy during a crazy time in the Philippines. So yeah, but I went with my family. We went to my dad's place in the mountain province of Benguet, up in Luzon, northern Luzon, and so there it's.
Oh
kinda-
wait, for those who don't know what that is,
I was like, what is that?
real quick, what is Luzon?
Luzon is one of the 3 main islands in the Philippines, I believe.
Yeah.
And so it was on the northern part of the Big Island.
And that's like where Manila is, right?
Sorry, Luzon. Yeah,
on that
Manila is where. Yeah,
Is on
On the
Luzon.
it's
south
on the
side?
island, but it's
Or
a
the
little
middle?
bit more central. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, and so from Manila, you had to drive. It would probably be maybe like 3 or 4 hours drive. But it took us 6 because yeah,
So crazy.
Traffic.
wild.
Traffic.
and like just like stopovers and stuff like that for people to go to the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so actually up there, so we went to a couple places. We went to Benguet or like Baguio, where my dad is from, and then we went to the province of Pangasinan, where my mom is from. But in Pangasinan, there's 2 places that we went to. Pinmaludpod was where my mom is from, and then we went to
Yeah.
San Fabian, which is the still in the province, but it's on the coast. And that's actually
Cool.
where my parents are building like a place for them to eventually retire at. And so we were there in San Fabian. So San Fabian, our place in San Fabian, it was like 3 minutes from the beach. And so it was like pretty warm there. I think it was like a high, like average high was maybe like 33, 34.
Oh dang.
Ooh, that's
And
nice.
then in the
That's like
evenings,
perfect.
yeah, and then in the evenings it was 27.
Whoa.
So it was like really warm, like always sweating. But then in the mountain province in Baguio, it was much more like here in the lower mainland on like a hot day in the lower mainland. I think it reached around maybe like 26, 27 high.
Nice.
And then in the evenings, it was 12.
That's my
Like
kind of
12,
weather right there.
13,
Oh, that's beautiful.
14, something like that. And the thing is, where my dad was from, or my dad's place, his home, it was like up on the higher side of the city, and so it was like always breezy.
Oh,
And so
wow.
like
So nice.
well, I guess in the evenings, and yeah, like once maybe like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hit, you had to wear a sweater because it got like pretty
Chilly?
cold, pretty chilly. So yeah, it was really nice. Nice being with the family, and yeah, man, when we were in San Fabian, like by the beach, every day Pravi and I would be in the water like from the moment like we woke up, kind of thing. And yeah,
true
it was a
island
lot
boy.
of fun. Yeah, exactly, right. So good. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ever like when you're in Manila? Are you ever like, man, you guys should just leave, and like the people who are making it here should just go and hang out by the beach
Yeah.
because it's so nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, like, so I've noticed like there's different like almost like cultures or just like ways of life in these different spots. Like in Manila, it was like, or not maybe not ways of life, but just like the vibe like changes. So in like
Yeah.
in Manila, it's like big city kind of thing, and the not the like the rate of, like you could see like, oh, like maybe like 5 minutes here you're like, oh wow, like people are very like they're thriving, it's like very nice, or not very nice, but like people are thriving, and you know they're well off, and then a couple minutes like later it's like, wow, like very extreme poverty kind of thing. And it was
Yeah.
just like they were kind of like mixed into each other, like in the big like metro city, I guess. It was like so that was kind of like jarring. We actually in Manila, when we were there for like 2 days,
Yeah.
we went to like Ongpin Street or whatever, or I think it's called like Binodo or something like that. But basically, it's like one of the oldest like Chinatowns in the Philippines.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it was really really cool. We got to eat at this like legendary spot that has been around since the 40s called I think it's like John Key or something like that, and really really cool. I got to try soup number 5. I won't say what that is. Maybe do your research, but make sure that you got the proper parameters on your computer. But yeah, so that was like pretty wild, and yeah, it was fun. And then in like Baguio, like the way to get around. So typically, like in the Philippines, you think of like tricycles and stuff like that. But they're in Baguio, because it's like so hilly. Like people got around like either with like a car, a jeepney, or a taxi. Actually, it was like really really popular.
My kind of people.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do
Just-
hills on a bike.
Just because
Yeah,
the
no.
tricycle is like not powerful enough. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I guess so. Especially if you're going to be like, there are like bikes and stuff like that there, like motorcycles going up and down and stuff like that. But I guess once you, especially since the motorcycles that they use to pair with the tricycles aren't that powerful. I think it's like one of the more common ones was like maybe like 155 cc's. It's like that's not getting up the hill with like a tricycle filled with maybe like a small family that's not making it up. But yeah, all the cars there though, I was so impressed. All the cars there are stick, even if it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
really
Hill?
like hilly and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
wow, that's really sweet.
So
That's
scary.
crazy.
It's
It's fun.
crazy that when you said 155 cc's, I thought of Mario Kart. That was
Like the fast cart? The fast cart?
I compare it to Mario Kart. I'm
Nice.
like, oh yes, 155.
Oh, I know what
yeah,
that
yeah,
is.
Yeah, I know how fast that is on the course. Anyway,
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Man, that makes me want to go to the Philippines now. Like,
You
there's
should.
so much
Yeah, I really
there.
wanna
so
go.
fun. That'd be so fun to go as like a friends group to the
Yeah,
Philippines.
dude.
And maybe not even to like maybe like the most touristy spot, but
Yeah.
Second
maybe
most
those-
touristy spot, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I keep asking Lawrence's dad, when are you taking me to the Philippines?
yeah.
He's like, my bags are packed by the door. I'm waiting for mommy to say, let's go.
Oh,
Teacher
Like,
John,
okay,
please.
Let's go.
Let's
yeah.
go.
It'll be so
Last
fun.
time we were in the Philippines, I didn't know like how much you could transport with a tricycle until until there was we're like in a jeepney like just traveling down like a rural area, and this tricycle like passes us, and there's 2 cows in it.
What the heck?
And I was like, dude, how'd you get the cows in there? And they're like not freaking out. They're just like, I guess this
Normal.
is my life.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's so crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to imagine that. I can't.
Wait, Brindley, you haven't been to the Philippines
Not yet.
amongst all the other countries you've been to?
Yeah, that's like
Wow.
one I haven't made it to yet.
We went around the Philippines.
We did. We literally went
Ah.
everywhere around it.
Oh yeah, that's,
But we
you guys were
didn't.
like in Thailand.
saving best
for last,
you know?
and, Like,
It's true.
did you guys go to Vietnam?
Yeah, we were in Thailand, Vietnam, South
Japan,
Korea, Japan.
Oh yeah, it's-
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
You were
You did go around.
Literally all the way around it.
Have you been to Cambodia? You definitely just like cracked your neck into the mic.
Sorry, John. I'm sorry.
That
Just flex it,
cra-
fine.
he's still alive. It was just a
Yeah.
Josh is still alive. It was just a really aggressive stretch.
Yeah. He's still going.
Sorry, keep going.
Are you like still jet lagged, or are you like over jet lag now?
I think I'm over it now.
Yeah.
There was a time. There was like 3 nights where I slept at like 6 a.m.
Ooh, that's rough.
It was really awful.
Do you find it gets harder when you get older?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. Melatonin helps.
That's fair. You know, we took some melatonin with us because we were like in a different country every week, literally different time zone every
So
week.
crazy.
Last year.
Last year,
Last
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And
At this time.
we took
Yeah, that's right.
melatonin with us, like different dosages of it,
Yeah.
just to kind of help us get into a rhythm. And the one time he took it like on a plane, he stayed awake the entire flight.
Oh,
Like he was like,
way.
"This
It
does
doesn't work.
nothing for me. It just gave me a headache."
That's tough.
My
I like
body
took
was
it knocked
like,
out.
no, this is foreign. I'm gonna fight it for the whole duration of this flight.
Because usually you can sleep anywhere, anytime, and it's
Yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I
It
thought
does the
too.
opposite for you.
Yeah.
That's what I thought
It
too.
like kept me up, and I was like, man, maybe my body's backwards. Maybe it's like melatonin to wake up, and like if I did like cocaine, I would fall asleep.
Oh my gosh. We won't
Just a
test that.
disclaimer.
I
I
don't-
don't think that Lawrence has ever had cocaine.
No,
ever.
I've
Brindley
never.
just hit Lawrence. Sorry, I'm
Don't do it.
commentating.
He always has to make some kind of drug or alcohol related comment on the
true.
podcast.
It's
I'm like, you
true.
really should stop that. People are gonna think other things, especially if they don't know that you're joking. Like I can
He's
tell when you're joking.
Yeah.
He's joking,
I thought
everyone.
like cocaine would be a pretty big joke, you know, because it's like obviously that's not something.
I hope so.
Yeah, amphetamine.
Oh,
But yeah, that's
man.
cool. The Philippines, that's
Yeah,
great.
so it was fun.
How is it? Is it more cleaned up now that you know the government did whatever it wanted to do and
He cleaned house.
cleaned house?
Ah,
Did you notice anything different?
not really.
Oh, good.
I mean, not really not because I've lived there my entire life and I could see a difference, but because I've just parachuted in and it's like, oh, I guess this is how things are here. So, yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. Apparently things are like, there's a little bit of like, I maybe don't take this from me. The last time we talked about politics on this podcast, it was like false.
That was my fault though. Honestly,
false information.
that was my fault though. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna not while Josh talks. I'm not gonna speak for the next 5 minutes.
But I
Go
could be wrong too. But so like apparently like the old kind of like office, and like the office that's whatever like who's in office right now. Like there's a little bit of like not disagreement, but some sort of like conflict there, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had to. So when we were in San Fabian, my cousins from Manila came up and hung out, and we're like, "Oh, where's Kuya such and such?" He was like, "Oh, maybe my," and this was my dad, and so maybe this is false information. I don't know. We'll see. But basically, he was like, "Hey, yeah, well, like your cousin's a cop, and maybe they just didn't let him like have the vacation time because things might be going down right now in Manila."
Oh.
But that's probably a lie.
Yeah.
Don't believe me.
Don't believe the
Don't
hype.
believe me. Don't believe the hype.
No comment.
No, yeah, there you go. So
Yeah.
that's just what I hear from my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
anyways.
dads have I feel like they'll tell you political things, and then you just got to double check it most of the time,
True. Don't take it
Yeah.
at face value.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's right.
You're just like, you're cool. Moving on.
Maybe that's not correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've given updates. Do you and Brindley have an update to give?
Yeah, Brindley, what is our update?
We're
Everybody's pausing because they're like, "Oh my gosh!" They're like, "No, this is a disclaimer. We're not pregnant."
I can't get pregnant.
It's true.
Right.
It's true. It's
you
so
could
funny
give
though.
the gift of pregnancy,
I
though.
can give the gift of pregnancy to only my wife. Yes.
My wife.
Good.
Yes.
It's really funny though, the amount of people that like ask me
Yeah.
or like anything that comes up in conversation. Because I mean, we do have a couple fun life updates. There's been a lot happening in our lives recently,
Ooh, like
Yeah.
what?
which has been fun. Well, I
Not
started working
pregnancy.
more at the church, so that's been fun.
Yay. I
Getting
see
to
you
know-
like almost every week.
Yeah, dude, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Maybe like twice
I've
a week.
started
This is
seeing
so
you.
fun.
It's great.
Me and Danelle are seeing each other on Tuesdays now, which is exciting.
Yay.
So yeah, that's been fun to get more plugged into our community and get to know more young adults in the area. So that's super fun. Yeah. So with adding like more work things and we started looking for a place that was closer to where I work because I was commuting like 45 minutes
Oh gosh.
one way and then an hour home. And
That's
so
crazy.
with adding more hours, I was like, oh, I don't know how we're gonna do this. And
Okay.
so especially with rent living in Vancouver, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So
Yep.
we were looking and praying about finding a spot closer to the office, to the church. And so we kind of were thinking timeline wise, probably like March or something. Even though I was adding more hours, I think at the end of January. So we started looking pretty intently, went and saw a couple places and found a random one on Craigslist. Lawrence found it and sent it to me. He said, "What do you think of this place?" And it was kind of like, it almost sounded too good to be true
Yeah.
because it was like I think it was listed as a 3-bedroom.
Yep. 3 rooms for sure.
Yeah, 3 rooms for
Wow.
sure. In a house instead of like a complex or apartment or anything,
Right.
which is kind of what we were looking for. And a lot of square footage because we really wanted a place to entertain and to have people over,
Yeah.
which we do a lot. And so, yeah, those are just like, we had this whole list of things we were looking for and things that we really needed at that point. Like, I needed a dishwasher because he's a great chef. He's fantastic, but he doesn't clean as he goes. So he uses a lot of dishes.
There used to be, like, when I used to work in a kitchen, there was like a guy who did that.
Yeah.
You just-
Now I'm the guy
throw
who
it-
does that.
Throw it in.
Really, you just needed to be the guy.
Yeah.
So I have one dishwasher. He has 2. He has me
That's so
and the machine.
funny. So funny.
So that was a necessity for me. I was like, it's gotta happen.
Yeah.
What else was like on our list? We like, you wanted a backyard.
We wanted a yard, and here we have a yard and a carport, and we have
You
like
have
a
a
little
nice-
garden bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you have a nice setup right now
Such
in
a sweet
your
space.
in
I love
your carport
We kind
there.
of transformed that carport into like a little outdoor seating area with like a little fire pit.
little
It kind of
So
looks like
nice.
it's all camping equipment, so it looks kind of funny in the carport, but
Just camping out.
it's super fun.
Really, I think somebody's living in your carport.
Someone squatting in your garage. Yes,
yeah.
yes, we are.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then one of the bonuses is where we are now is so flat.
Yeah.
Like there's no hills anywhere.
Oh right.
So we can bike like
Oh yeah.
like wherever we want to go. We can either like bike or walk, and it feels super short.
Like we feel
That's
guilty if we
awesome.
drive to the store
yeah.
or drive to the gym because they're like 5-minute bike ride away.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so nice.
So
so
it's
dope.
great.
So you guys have? Does Lawrence have like a little basket in front of the handlebars of his
That's
bike?
me.
Or? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got one on the front and one on the back. So when we go to the store, all the stuff goes on my bike. And
Well, it's an e-bike. It's an
it's
e-bike.
fair. It's an e-bike.
Oh, nice.
So
Ah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been super fun. Like we didn't really expect it. The timeline worked out really smoothly, and we have such generous landlords. Like even in Vancouver, letting us go from our lease, which was also a blessing.
Wow.
And we had some great friends at UBC to come and help us load. I think they loaded all of our stuff in 3 vehicles in like less than
Legends.
45 minutes. It
Wow.
was wild.
And we're like, guys,
Like painless.
what do we do now?
It was
Do we
so
just-
fast.
we have no furniture to sit on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just standing around our kitchen like having a
Now that we're
sandwich.
done.
So it was good. And then we got done like an hour and a half early. So we slowly made our way with our 2 vehicles loaded
Yep.
to Port Coquitlam. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
Well,
There we
It's
are.
out there
there
now.
we are.
you said UBC, so
That's fair. It's kind of big. Anyway,
UBC's huge though. So
Yeah. Who
So,
knows in
they're
Coquitlam where
awesome.
we are?
it's true.
Ah.
We had a really great team of people to come and help unload the car.
Yeah.
Cars.
Put things
plural.
away.
Yeah. And that went really fast too. And like
Sure.
everybody was putting stuff away and all that kind of stuff. So we're
Right.
super grateful for the communities that we have and they pitched in.
Mhm.
And then so we've been here like what, 6 weeks already? Almost?
Oh really?
No idea.
Something like
Wow.
that.
No idea.
So my parents came for a week and helped
Yeah.
us like renovate some stuff.
Feels like that was last year.
It kind of does actually.
It's
It
like
was
so
so long
long
ago.
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, they were here for like a short week and they did so much work in that whole week.
Yeah.
Like they
painted
repainted
stuff.
stuff.
We changed the sink.
Yeah. We were just like, our landlord was so chill and helpful and was like, you can pick whatever color you want to paint. I'll buy the paint. And
No
we're like,
way.
Aw.
Wow.
okay. So we chose like my favorite blue, like teal color for half of our cabinets.
Do you know what specifically it's called?
I think it's called ice blue.
Yeah,
Mm.
something like that.
It's a nice blue.
It's
It's a nice blue.
You better. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right.
Boo.
So, but the fun thing about the kitchen is it's got like a portable dishwasher. So like
Yeah.
it's straight from 1980,
Oh yeah.
and
It's
I
dope.
have to roll it over to the sink and then attach it to the faucet and plug it in
That's so
for it to
cool.
work.
That's sick.
Yeah.
But the person before us, or 2 people before us that lived in this place, painted it black, like the front of it. Which, so upon further inspection, it started peeling off in the corner, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna paint it blue, like the rest of the cabinets. So now it looks very retro, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I like
I was
it.
gonna say.
It's a good
So-
vibe.
Yeah.
And it blends in really well. So I was
Yeah.
really happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And then you guys threw a surprise engagement party for us here,
Which
at
was
your
also
new
our
place.
housewarming, but that's how we got you there.
Yes.
So it worked. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Was that was not your first like event here, was it?
I think so, actually.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, because we didn't really do many events because my mom and dad were here and we knew we were going to renovate the kitchen.
Oh.
We didn't want to do a housewarming until after the kitchen
Yes.
was done.
That makes sense.
And so, and then they also wanted to be a part of it because they love
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah.
And so they're like, oh, we should do it on the Saturday that we're here. So that's
So
how that
sweet.
happened.
Mama T.
Yeah.
Papa
That
T.
like
Yeah.
we had no plans for that night. We're just like, it's just a bunch of our friends. Like we don't have to plan anything. We're just gonna have a lot of food and we're gonna
It
celebrate
was
you
so
guys.
good. We played Mafia.
It was
Yeah.
so
Josh
funny.
outed himself in Mafia.
Whatever. How did it happen again?
You were on the ground on the beanbag.
Oh yeah.
And we were just like, I think we were like, what was it called? Talking about who to vote
Yeah.
out. And Josh just takes out his card and is just looking at the back
Like
of
just
it,
playing with
the
it.
design. But his card was showing
Everyone.
showing that like the king, the
Yeah.
mafia. And I was a mafia, so I was like so mad. I was like, I think I waited 5 seconds because I was like, he's gonna realize and he's gonna put it. I don't want to draw attention. But Pravi noticed, and then I like slapped it away from him. Oh, I was so mad. I was like, dude.
And then
you
Josh just started laughing, and everybody was like, "What just happened?"
Yeah.
Anyway, yes.
I was like, oh, there's a card in my pocket. I was like,
you forgot what we were doing.
Where did this
For?
come from? I'm like reading it. I'm like,
So funny.
bicycle.
And then all of a sudden, I just want it away from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah,
That was great.
Mafia.
that was really cool.
That was really fun. That
And
was a
lots of
good
ice
night.
cream cake. Y'all did not eat enough ice cream cake. I think we had like half of it in our freezer
Yeah,
for
you did.
over 2 weeks. I think we had a slice every night.
Yeah, you
so
did.
a
funny.
week. It was
You know what?
Ooh, that reminds me.
awesome.
I have.
You're welcome.
lots in my
Thank
freezer
you.
right now for my birthday.
What do you
Oh,
have?
shoot.
Ice cream
I
cake?
have a half an ice cream
Oh,
cake
nice.
from Dairy Queen
Amazing.
So
in my
good.
freezer that for my birthday that I
Oh,
totally
wow.
forgot about that
Ah.
I need to eat.
There you go.
Do it.
Go home and do it.
Maybe later. I'll eat it later. Anyway,
Ice cream's good.
Yummy.
Delicious.
Mm.
Yeah. We found out here,
Mm.
like the food and groceries are so much cheaper
Oh, dude.
than in
Then in
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
I was like, oh
That's
my
so great.
goodness.
Yeah, it is.
How is it from no frills to no frills? The price is different. Like that's crazy.
so funny.
I don't understand.
What's the?
It's so funny.
What would you say is like the percentage difference or
Like
dollar
how much?
difference?
How much
Like,
are bananas there, and how much are
Yeah.
bananas here?
I think bananas here are like 59 cents. Bananas there are like 69 cents.
Oh, I was
Whoa.
gonna say
Wow.
79. They're
Or
at least 79.
Yeah. Not the
Oh, wow.
organic one, just like the normal
Yeah.
one.
Oh my gosh,
The organic one's like 89.
Oh my
Crazy.
word!
that's so crazy.
Yeah.
So even milk, like when we first
Oh.
got
Even what,
here,
sorry?
milk. I always make fun of him because he says
Milk.
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 You say milk?
I don't know.
milk?
I can't hear it.
Ah,
I don't think you do.
I say milk.
Maybe
now that
not.
you're thinking about it.
No, that's how I just said it like I normally say it.
milk.
Milk.
Anyways, it was on sale when I got it, and I couldn't believe how much it was. It's
She was
super
like,
cheap.
"We got this. It's gonna expire tomorrow, but it was 50 cents or something."
That's true. There was one that
She
was
said
like
it.
Just
less than
drink
$1.
all of it.
So did you drink all of
It's
it or
8
what?
Close to
liters.
it.
No, kidding.
Oh my
It's like,
word!
yeah,
Can you imagine?
that's fine. Yeah,
no,
but
like-
that's been really fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's good to explore. There's like a pizza place that reminds us of an old pizza place
So
that we
good.
used to go
What's
to.
the pizza place?
The place here is called Reggiano's.
Where
It's like
Like
a thinner.
Walking distance.
Yeah.
It's like
is it
super close.
new or I feel like I might have been there before.
Newish.
Yeah.
I think.
This is my old stomping grounds. I grew up in
Oh,
this
man.
neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's
Just
been
down the road is like my old complex. You probably have
Okay,
passed it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
allowed to
that's
say
crazy.
street names? Maybe I won't say
Maybe
it.
not.
No.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, that's
later
Yeah.
Yeah. In the after hours.
in the after hours.
On our Patreon. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll show you. I'll show you later.
On our
But-
membership.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys do that, but like if you move to a new place, in order to get what makes you to where you feel settled, like in that place. Like for us, it's like finding specific restaurants that have meant a lot to us, or like something close, or like something that reminds you of home, like comfort food. Like the pizza place was like, oh, this is just like the one we
Oh.
always went to, and there's another one really close to us now.
Yeah.
I'm
that
trying
was
to figure
exciting.
that out because I also moved
Yeah.
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
Do you feel settled now?
Pretty much.
Pretty
In
much.
terms of when I think I'm gonna go home now,
Yeah.
I don't think of my
Yeah.
my home in Coquitlam. I say that's my mom's house now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like the place I'm at now that's home.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's I don't know how I could describe what
Yeah.
to answer your question
I
though.
think if I don't need like Google Maps to help me navigate my way
That's
around.
true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true.
So like Coquitlam now, I'm like
That's true.
I don't need
yeah.
like like Google Maps or whatever. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I'm like one of the locals. I guess whatever, it's fine.
We were like riding our bikes down the street, like in the middle of the street, just kind of whatever,
Like
which is so weird
hooligans.
compared to Vancouver. I'm like, well, I feel like a neighborhood kid now. Like this
Yeah.
is my hood.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
Cool.
It was fun.
You're out in the suburbs now.
Yeah.
We kind of want to see if we can find a place out here.
Yeah.
And I would not mind living back here again.
Yeah.
To where I grew up.
The
really
suburbs
cool.
are super fun. It's
We
so
can be-
different.
Have you
We
been
could
to
be
the?
neighbors.
I'm not gonna say the name of the park, but there's like a park down the road this way.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice park.
That park
Yeah.
I grew up going to like all the
Really?
time
Oh.
We
because it was
passed
like
by,
right across the street from my complex.
Ah.
So that was like the park, the playground, the field. It's like a baseball
Yeah.
diamond there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know, yeah, I have lots of memories
Yeah.
being there as a kid.
Oh, it's so fun.
So
It seems like
Yeah.
a great place to grow up, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. Like
just
I
at
never
night though, you just gotta go inside.
That's
It-
fair.
It gets a little sketchy at night sometimes.
That's fair. Like I
Poco
never
has a history of
Sketchy.
lots of
lots of
things.
lots of crime and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know what it's like now though. It might be different.
Now there's
Anyway.
just bears,
It's true.
supposedly.
It's true.
Like a lady across the street told us, she's like, "Did you see the bear?" Apparently, she told our landlord, "Did you see the bear? He's awake." And we're like, "Wait, what?" And apparently, it's a mama bear with 3 cubs. And we're like, "Oh!" So I have lived in Canada for 6 years, and I've never seen a bear.
because
I've
you've
been
been at
wanting
UBC
to live
the whole
one.
time.
I know. And I'm like,
There's no bears
I've
at
been out to
UBC.
Coquitlam a couple times, but I've still never seen a bear.
It's right there. On the
Stop.
side.
So I've
There's
been
a
like
lot.
really excited about seeing
Coquitlam,
it.
like the Tri Cities. There's
That's
a
what
lot.
everybody keeps saying, but I
Yeah.
still haven't seen one.
Dude, do the crunch with us.
So
Oh,
fun.
yeah,
I
you'll-
would
you'll
see
see
like
bear.
deer and bear
Dang.
just like
On the crunch?
pretty
They're
much.
doing
Yeah,
it too. They're just like,
they have a bottle of water.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that it's like one of those
They have
things.
a
If you really
clipboard in
want to
their
see
hand.
one, you're not going to see it.
sorry.
If you really want to see one, you're not going to see it.
Oh yeah, you just
Like, if
gotta
you don't
let
want to see it,
happen.
it's there,
Yeah, you
like
just gotta let it
everywhere.
happen.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a funny bear story?
I do.
Yeah.
The bear came like through our yard when we first like a week after we moved here, and just pooped.
Oh really?
Just like a pile of garbage.
Like
poop.
here,
Yeah.
like
right
this
in front of
tree
our
in front of-
window.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, that bear's just been eating garbage because there's just garbage in it.
Oh.
It's bear
Did you
poop.
see it poop? Like you saw the bear?
No.
Or you just saw the poop?
We just
We
saw the
saw
poop.
evidence.
Did it stink?
A little bit. It smells like
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah, our landlord was like, "Did you see it?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "It was here." I was like, "How do you know?" And he just like, "Follow me."
He's like,
He,
look
like,
at the
points
poop.
to it.
Follow me.
Follow,
like,
follow
oh.
the poop.
Okay.
This is the trail.
Yeah.
Speaking of trail,
Mm.
so, why don't we talk about the path forward for the podcast now that we're
Nice. That was good.
Wow, these segues today.
Very good.
I'm impressed, baby.
Very
Good job.
good.
thank you. Now that we did a little catching up. So what
Yeah.
are our hopes for the new year, new season of the podcast?
He's yawning.
Yeah,
Was that a yawn?
I don't think that's an answer though. That's not Josh's answer. That's
No,
just what's
that
happening.
was that's sorry. It's
Mm-hmm.
early morning.
It's no,
No, it's,
it's like 4:00.
Still jet lag,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jet
I'm
lag.
on
morning.
island time actually.
Good job.
I said that's
No,
called
he
a
went to the
callback.
he went to the gym today. He's a little tired. Everyone, listen. He went to
Whoa,
the gym
Josh.
today.
Oh, let's
Oh
go.
my
Look, he
Oh,
went to
yeah.
the gym.
Hear these gains.
Today.
Here, everyone. Hear the gains. Ready?
Ready,
1,
everyone?
2, 3, go.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the game?
Is that the gains or is that Brindley responding to the gains?
I don't know.
Anyway,
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
First time in a long time, man. Ever since the Ethos retreat.
Dang.
When was that? December?
November.
November
Yeah. I've been going
Oh.
like consistently ever since then.
or before then.
Before then, and then afterwards. Just
You're like, nope.
couldn't do it. I don't know why.
But now he's back
Maybe
in the
Now
added
you're back.
Philippines and he's
responsibilities. but-
You're back with your tan.
Oh baby, you
with his
best
tan.
believe.
We have a wedding coming up, so we need to get back in the gym.
It is
Let's see
ZZ.
Yeah, dude.
So I
Barong,
again,
no
what is it?
fit in
undershirt.
my barong. Zach, that's so funny.
That's so funny.
Let me see.
Anyway,
Yeah,
What's
hope
the
for
way
the
forward, guys?
Huh?
Oh, what was it? What did you say?
hope for the podcast.
Yeah,
Hope
hope for the
forward.
podcast.
I think having fun guests again and
Yeah.
just getting their whatever they're an expert in to talk about. That'd be super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Or get them to talk about anything but what they're an expert at.
Yep. Well, what they're an expert at but not trained in, I
Ah.
think.
Mm.
are you planning on bringing back? Maybe I'm not gonna say.
Other
Well,
Certain
guests?
people.
Yeah, like it's just an idea.
Yeah.
Bring back people that you've had before, or is that
Yeah,
A plan?
that's definitely in the
Oh,
cards.
fun.
You know, I feel like there's like a few people we want to bring back just because we caught them at I think at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right.
True that.
So we want to catch them when they're more energetic, so they can be funny because they're pretty funny people
Yes.
and funny folk.
Mhm.
Maybe get in some new guests who are also interesting. We have a list of people we want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
See what that looks like with them.
Yes.
Yeah. Now we got like spaces to record.
True.
Now that we
True that.
are closer to each other.
My house is open too. If you ever want to record at my house.
Oh, there you go.
Producer John.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
What about producer John?
Shut.
He's like the one person without a house here.
But he like coordinates everything.
Dang, dude. Relax.
He lives in our carport. Like,
Wow.
Just kidding.
He's the one who's squatting in our carport.
With all the camp furniture.
That's right.
We have like a guest book when people come over. They like sign, something about the, why they were here. Like, oh, we had dinner together. It was great.
Yeah.
Just a little opportunity for them to leave us a note.
Yep.
Or a rating, whatever they want to do. But John has like tally marks under his name of how many times he's been here instead of just rewriting his name every
I
time.
love it. That's so good.
That's really funny.
That's
I love
really
that.
Yeah, it's great.
No, both John and I, we're still.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a place yet either.
Homeless? Well, not homeless, but
No.
Yeah. Parent homed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like you guys have lots of homes. You don't have just one.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You like make yourself at home wherever you are.
It's
Mhm.
true.
Here, your place,
Yeah.
the church.
Wasn't gonna say it, but okay.
The church. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Comes to work and he's asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I really was. I was one time. It was embarrassing. There's not a whole lot of places to like sleep. I like tried to sleep on the couches upstairs in the offices.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the offices, like right when you open the office doors,
Oh,
like
yep.
there's a couch.
Dude, you gotta get one of those the rooms. The meeting room,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
the one big one,
Yeah.
right when you like
The
if you were
counseling one.
is that what it's
The
called?
counseling
I
couch.
call it the counseling one.
Yeah,
'cause it looks
I've
like
napped
you're
on
being
it.
Counseled.
I've napped on it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good
nice.
one.
It's good.
Anyway,
Nice. Just get a super stealth hammock spot.
True.
Mm.
Under the stairs.
I have several
I
hammocks
mean-
you could borrow if you want.
under the stairs.
I might take one.
Under the stairs.
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, you don't know the.
Oh.
Oh, see, you don't know the
Ooh.
stairs.
You gotta
See?
show me. You gotta show me. You gotta show me.
What other hopes do we have for the?
Maybe like a sponsor,
Oh yeah,
but like
Every-
a terrible one.
Oh.
I'd like a terrible sponsor.
like a terrible
Yeah.
sponsor.
Yeah, dude.
Like what?
Like depends. Not that they're a terrible brand, but it'd be kind of funny if we had to like
Yeah, kind of just like a random.
yeah,
You
just
know
like
what?
try to build it in.
Yeah, that's true. If somebody wants to like buy us, I think it depends. Like what Larissa did
What'd she do?
last time. She
Oh, coffee?
sponsored the coffee.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to sponsor us. Depends. I really want to try it out.
Yeah.
Are
Just
you
take it
serious?
for a spin.
Part of me
Absolutely,
wants
I
you to
do.
try it so you can tell us
Sorry.
about it.
Sorry.
Part of me wants you to
Mhm.
try it so you can actually tell us about it.
Yeah. So somebody, if you'd like to sponsor it and see it happen. No, maybe not see it happen. but
Hear
just
about it?
Yeah, hear about
about
it.
the
Hear about my
experience.
experience.
And we ask you, Josh, do you
Please.
like that? And your response would be,
Squishy.
it depends.
Oh yeah, it depends. Yeah,
Mm.
that's right.
I'll
Good.
set you up there.
I love it. Sorry, I missed the alley oop. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said
Um,
squishy.
Yeah, squishy.
Probably.
Would it not be squishy? I would.
I don't
would
know.
think it was squishy.
You know what? There's only one way to settle this.
Absolutely.
Someone please buy
Somebody
this van.
please. Somebody please.
Depends.
Yes.
Also, on a real though, if there's like a bidet company out there that wants to sponsor,
He's been telling
Yeah.
me this.
buddy, it changed
He's
my.
like,
It's
"No,
gonna change your
literally,
life. I'm
okay.
telling you.
The other day,
you get so.
we went to the grocery store.
You get
and
so clean.
Wait. I know, but every time I'm like, or the other day
Yeah.
we went to the grocery store and I
Love
got
it.
toilet paper.
Yeah.
So we drove back to my house. I was like, okay, can you carry the toilet paper to the house? He's like, yeah, sure. We should get a bidet. I was like, buddy, you do the research. You can do the research.
Where
I
did
don't
you
need
first
to do the
discover one?
research.
Yeah.
I've lived it firsthand.
I've actually
did
never
you
used
live
one,
at
so
firsthand?
I
In the
just don't know.
Philippines.
I just don't know.
Wait, you had relatives who had the bidet and not a tabo?
See,
Yeah.
so you know what
Yeah.
you know what I also told
No, they also have a tabo as well.
What's
no,
that?
but you know what I also told him? I was like, I
like a bucket.
want a tabo though. I just want a tabo.
Nah, that's fair too. That's true.
Is it
We
just
should
a
get one
bucket?
too.
What is that?
With a handle.
It's a bucket with a handle.
but
like a small
but
bucket with
but
a
like
handle.
it's like
like
it's
a
a
very
specific use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
A
you
tabo.
wash. It's like a.
It's a manual bidet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, bidets, I think they're going to be the new thing. Bidets and 2 dishwashers.
Ooh, 2
A wife.
dishwashers.
No. Get this.
The
So
dishwasher.
Oh, jeez.
we'll end on this.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
So if you don't think about it enough, 2 dishwashers is ridiculous.
Right.
But if you
Agreed.
start to really think about it, it makes sense. Because what you do is you load dishes into the dishwasher and then you clean them, right? You turn the dishwasher on.
Right.
The next day, let's say you do that overnight.
Mm.
The next day, you have a dishwasher full of clean dishes, right?
Mm.
And then you use them throughout the day and then you put them in the other dishwasher when you're done.
Genius.
You never
Genius.
have to put dishes
Lawrence for president.
in a
You
cupboard
never have to like unload
No
the
way.
dishwasher.
And then
No, you
put,
just
I
take
also
one.
wondered that.
at a time.
You take
Wow.
them out of the dishwasher, put them in the cabinet, only to be taken out of the cabinet the next meal.
No. So here's the thing, though. Like, isn't there like a thing in Europe where there's like a cabinet on top of the sink
Ah,
Okay.
yes.
where you put it, and it's like it
like a
has
drying
no
rack
it
almost.
has no bottom, but basically it's a drying rack
Over
that
the
you put
sink.
over
Uh-huh.
the sink.
That's dope.
So every
Yeah.
time that you use it, you put it up there, and then that's where they
Yeah.
live.
Oh, I mean, that
that's
is
pretty
also,
dope.
Yeah.
yeah. So you
So-
have that and 2 dishwashers.
Boom. Done deal.
3 if you're
And
I
a
have
bidet.
I have 0 dishwashers at my house.
bidet.
I'm the dishwasher at my house.
Yep.
Nice.
And a bidet.
And a bidet.
We should put
I
that
have the
on your
dishwasher
registry.
and a bidet.
A bidet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a
you can get them
and a
at Costco.
tabo.
Yeah, see
Dude,
what happens.
no, my dad got one at Home Depot. It's
tabo?
just like no.
Oh.
The it's just the
I got so
it's
excited.
just the manual.
Can you
the
imagine you
manual
go to
bidet
Home
thing.
Depot and it's like labeled tabo?
TABO.
It's like in the cultural section of Home Depot. There's like one item.
it's like Home Depot International.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
You go
what
to
did
the
you say?
you go to the
Oh.
the safety the safety shoes or whatever
Yeah.
for like construction, and it's just like open thonged sandals,
Yeah, that's right.
flip-flops,
And basketball shoes.
basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What were you saying about what your dad got?
Oh no, yeah, but my dad, it's just like an attachment to the
Yeah.
toilet. Like it's just like a hose and a nozzle. and
Oh, the
that's
bum
it.
gun.
The bum gun.
The bum gun.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a
Your
bum
dad
gun.
got that?
Dude, yeah, my dad got a bum gun ever since the Philippines. And it's so
Oh.
powerful.
When we got back from Asia, he was like, "We need to get one."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Because that's honestly that was my first time experiencing that. Like I've
Yeah.
heard about them and I've never seen them.
Yeah.
We were in Korea. We were at a restaurant, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try it." Well, all the buttons are in Korean. I have no idea what the heck any of this stuff does. So I'm naturally sitting there pushing all of the buttons at the same time.
Maybe try
And you're
one.
like, ooh.
And then nothing's happening. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, is it like dead or something? So I give up and I stand up. And then all of them turn on at the same time. So it's like squirting me. It legit looked like I peed my pants. So I have to go back to our table through the entire restaurant just to get back to Lawrence and our friends. So I'm like, everybody's like gonna look at my pants and think, oh,
Another
White girl doesn't
American
know what
can't
she's
handle her food.
Yeah.
it was so embarrassing.
Yeah,
But
it's so
I was
fun.
it was so funny. I was cracking up the whole time. Like
Right.
I'm like, this would happen to me.
Yep.
Totally
The-
makes sense.
The bum gun is fun because you could just like while you're just like shooting the breeze, you could like shoot all of the shampoo bottles and stuff off of the like out of the
Shower.
The shower.
Yeah.
Danelle comes in there to clean or pick up. She's like, why is everything like the bottom of the tub?
And everything is wet now.
What happened?
I'm an absolute ace with the bum gun.
So funny.
Anyways,
I'm sorry,
Anyway,
Danelle.
Sorry.
Are we over time?
We might be.
Yeah.
But let's
Yes. Producer John is nodding
let's
his head.
cut it here, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on our first podcast of the season.
yeah,
That was so fun.
Thanks
See
for having
the
us.
updates.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Yes.
Next update, we might all have bum guns. It's gonna be crazy.
Bang
tuned.
bang.
Bang. Oh, gross.
Dude, nothing will wake you up faster
Gross.
than. Never mind.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.